Aye. So Vesto is not going to be a place we're going to be taking anytime soon. Almans can take that area, but if the Almans want to press into my lands, that's going to be a tad bit difficult. My next objective is to see what Spain's like. Looks like these Spanish armies are just copies of the Emperor. Great. The Geats are moving down there anyway. Do we not have an army up north that's ready to move? Ah, the fists of the forest. Ugh, lovely. Well, it appears on the most part everything's been handled, so... The Warrior of Wisdom is time. It is time to take his wisdom out of Britannia and put it in here. Now here's the question. There's still a lot of conquerable land here. All we need to do is just take it. And the Aberdenians are nearby, so they've already scouted ahead for us. As things currently stand, our alliance stands strong. Both sides like us very much.
Good and noble friend, what an honor you do us.
Nah, they would never become a tributary state, though. Why are the Aberdenians angry? Oh, broken treaties with the Picts. Well, that's going down. And our relations with the Picts are going up, I presume. They still have treaties against the Franks and past treaties and all that, but that will slowly go down.
I look forward to your wisdom, but I trust you will not object to a cup of wine first.
Okay, cool. Now, is there anything else we can do? We're still raiding some Roman territory, and our newly our newly liberated lands might have a bit of bother here and there. But other than that, everything seems completely under control. Like, they must be reminded of their Celtic ways if they wish to survive. So we will. We'll remind them. After all, the warmongers and the Sons of Bernos, well, I don't know, I think we might name an army after me one day. They're still going to be doing stuff, and the Windblowers are, well, the Windblown Wanderers are just patrolling these lands for us. So yeah, everything seems under control right now. The Aberdenians and Picts, they just keep marching down. No doubt the Picts will send raiding armies. If they wanted, they could send raiding armies to the south. Our treaties with the Franks are probably vital for the mainland expedition forces, because the Franks, they're trustworthy amongst the German nations. And they're allied with the Almans.
Hungry dogs are all around. The wife.
And plus, exactly having friends nearby is not a bad thing. Because once those Huns run in, we're going to need everyone. Those Huns are hard to hit. Because they move in a horde, it doesn't mean they have anywhere to place. So they can just keep moving until they find a weak spot. Having all these little buffer nations and that in front of us will prevent this. Because the Huns will have to go for the forests, where they'll meet lines upon lines of angry Germans before meeting our elite Caledonian warriors. So it saves us a lot of work. Now, I do not approve of these gates moving down here. I do not approve of that. But engaging their armies in the middle of my territory, where most of my armies are, is a good move. But at the same time, a bad move. Because I can easily retrain these armies back home, where I can't reach them. Declaring war against the Geats would mean I have another place to look after. And I'm more consolidating the west right now, rather than the east. The east I don't care about. The west I do. So you see all these little barbarian nations, well, all these little German nations are just going mad. Look at that. Poor Western Rome. West Rome. If it was under my command, they could probably survive. Thinking of it now, they could. Just takes a good player. Like, their position is impossible, but if you raise a few settlements and cleverly place your armies in positions where they can easily react to barbarians, you could win. Because Western Roman armies are more fine-tuned than barbarian armies on the most part. Like, I know each barbarian faction will have units that are pretty damn good, i.e. the Longobards have pretty good units. Oh. Appears the Western Romans are doing stuff, huh? Western Roman spies hit us from the hit those cowards. That's a pretty good damn spy though, I'll give it that. Any chance of assassination? Stop campaigning. Head back home into Lugdum. There. Well done, mate. You actually killed... Well done. I have to admit, Targos, that was pretty good. Better than I could have ever fought you. Like, I thought you were gonna die first time, but... You proved me wrong. So our next... What do we need here as well? Well, we already have the Symbo Stones coming up. We already have a Wood Carver. Clay Pits coming up. We only really need a... farm. Yeah, our food is running pretty low, and... These lands are more arable than ours back home, thinking of it now. Which one was it? No, it's not diplomatic status, it's terrain? Not immigrants. Oh, well, actually. Yeah, so our lands have pretty low immigration, but these ones are high. Aye. Here it is, food. So, as things currently stand, we need to start producing more food in our other regions. Because at the way things are going right now, it looks like we're not even gonna make it through the winter. Having a few nice farms in every region, maybe. It's not a bad idea. Not a good idea, but not a bad one. So, yeah. Alas, we are eventually going to have to go to war. We have to pick who, though. We have to pick someone isolated. For example, they're allied with the Franks, and the Franks themselves are allied with about, well, the Sepetine down there, who are allied with our allies, the Vandals. I wonder if the Vandals are up for an alliance.
I look forward to your wisdom, but I trust you will not object to a cup of wine first.
Oh well, it's worth a shot. No doubt the Almans are allied with the Longobards and the Franks. So the Franks can call in the Almans and the Hispanians at any given point. The Hispanians are not that powerful, albeit. But we are eventually going to have to go to war with one of them. And it's going to become a very, high-risk situation. I know, I'm just improving his skills. Misdirect workforce, what does that do? Huh. Augustus is... His face was on their currency, guys. His face was on the currency. So as things currently stand, it appears we're doing well. Because we've just basically cut a line down the center of France. But we're gonna need more food. Like, this is winter, to be fair enough, and this is where food's the lowest, but we're gonna need to keep our eye out for the food. That situation can easily deteriorate. And as winter gets colder, northern provinces will start to lose their food production. Albeit, if we put some buildings there, they'll be able to offset, but we gotta be wary. We got a little rebellion again. Ugh. The Geats are moving their raiding armies out everywhere. Wunderbar. And they're moving to take Vienna in the winter. interesting. So, the Vandals, that we have a non-aggressive pact with them, and it would be foolish to challenge us head on. They would have the armies, yes, but we have the strength and capable infantrymen, because we have heavy warriors and Caledonian veterans. And I don't know how many times I've went on about my Caledonian veterans, but they are good. So are my Caledonian spearmen, but we really haven't had the time to see them in action. There's bound to be some action. Like, I don't want to take Vienna. But I guess I'm gonna have to if I'm gonna stop these bloody Gets from getting land. I don't like the Norse. They're too warlike for my tastes. Spania's my country as well. We must unite the Celts. That is my one goal. If we cannot drive out these Germans, then we best as well try and convince them that they were once Caledonians. Dearie me. More consumption. Wunderbar. Do you really need to go that far when we just have an army in here? Like, I sort of need you there for settlement purposes. They had an extremely weak army as well. That shouldn't have even taken you a second. You should have just died by the size of your army walking up. Let's take these noobs. So, the Longobards took Vesto. Okay. And now the Franks are going to take there. Which means Vienna is open. There's no point in trying to go in there because now we have to deal with this new tribe. The Visigoths. Huh. Those guys. Hey. I don't like the Visigoths. I'm not a particularly big fan of them. But they are in my way. They are in my way. Oh no. We're taking this settlement. Couldn't let anyone else take it. Too near my own territories.
Ready for battle.
Probably got some good food production. A guardhouse. We can change it to a raider's point or a chieftain's hut. Let's knock that down. Let's get you back up. We can get another farm down here, and it's actually quite good because our farms do provide us with units. Not bad. We really need to fight one of these barbarian nations, but the problem is they're all starting to ally up with one another. What's that, Hispanians? So the Hispanians are going to take there, huh? Okay.
For the tribe.
We really need to start having recruitment facilities nearer our front lines as well. Garrisoned encampment. These provide advantages to the Romans, not us. The Romans were good at sanitation, I'll give them that much. Okay, one more turn, then we end the episode. Mios Dios. Who wants to be in charge of Aquitaine? You want to be in charge of... No, you're my champion rider. You're... You'll be in charge of Aquitaine. Okay, first let's start with a resettlement program. And another resettlement program. because we need all that resettling. But I've assigned governors everywhere. I'm running out of people to assign. Well, you're a steadfast defender, so you'll be pretty good. I mean, like, it is one of our front lines as well. So it's not exactly a bad call. Okay. Maybe we should change their religion first. That could be helpful. I know, mostly it's just been waiting. Just been waiting. But there's nothing we can do about that. We pick on one barbarian faction, then all the others will pick on us. Looks like the Vandals are going to go to war soon. Wouldn't it be a necessarily bad move to attack the Franks? Who's that? Somebody's attacking the Franks. They do have large armies everywhere, though. They're like wolves, aren't they? Just keep moving around trying to find weak targets. I think that might be the Longobards that are going to fight the Franks. Interesting, to say the least. If the Longobards go and fight the Franks, then I'll join in the war to fight the Franks, in which the Picts will probably march down with me, which won't be a bad thing. It's a shame that we can't recruit Pictish warriors, though. Like, that would probably be my main reason to make them a tributary state. We can't form a federation as we could do in Rome too, so I sort of have to, really. But to levy their units out and use them as frontline shock troops, those Picts would be very good at that job. We Caledonians, we're fierce archers in that, but we don't have the bravery of the Picts. On average, at least. The Picts are very brave, but that's because they ain't as educated as we are. We have at least been reading Roman literature. But I can't be picky. Okay, right, I'll go and kill myself, yeah, sure, no problem. Dios. Okay, so we have another rebellion element. Okay, so we can now recruit stuff down here as well. This place is alright for sanitation. I'm not exactly going to rush in and change that place up. Why did we repair this building? We do need more public order. Okay, obviously resettlement is not the greatest idea. So we'll change it around for Power of Tartarus, which basically means we're going to convert everyone in these provinces to Celtic paganism. It's either an enclosure or pastures. Enclosure causes squalor, but we gain those units. We can really afford squalor down here as well. Can we, though? Aye. All we need to do is make this settlement grow a bit more. Then we got it. Up here... Aye. That disease is spreading quite quickly. Everything here is okay. Okay. The warmongers... We really can't afford any units right now, can we? The peace has been... The Orf. What was going... Oh, no, it's another one of these things, huh? Because they're just going to be raiding. And separatists will just rally up 100,000 men or something. So that's nice to hear. Vandals negotiating peace. Vandals? Really? So the Franks are now at war with the... that's odd. But wasn't there somebody attacking the Frankish capital? Oh, the Abbot. No, wait, that's the Pix. How the hell did he get there? I haven't seen him in ages, Culligan. Bloody hell. It's nice to hear. So if we were to join the war on the Pictish side,
I look forward to your wisdom.
what would
But
be
I
the
trust
problem
you
of
will not
this?
object to a cup of wine first.
We could join a war on their side. Well, tell you what. The Franks have a large settlement there, which I probably won't take. They do control these two settlements, which would allow me to have trading treaties with the Hispanians, whilst also increasing my power in the center of France.
Ready for orders.
Moving down to here wouldn't be a bad move either. What does my scout say? What's the reports down there? Quickly. As things currently stand, the Franks are sawing it with a rather large army of German band, freemen, and all that, yes. Whilst the defenders of the city themselves drop a mighty roster of units. But currently I see nothing from the Franks apart from their mercenary lancers and German axemen that are really formidable. Like, this army suffered huge casualties. That's obviously from attrition. The Germans were never really good at that part. So, obviously, our armies are becoming more and more well trained. Our troops and that are becoming better equipped, better armed every passing day. And these damn Franks are still running about the place. We need bigger